And welcome back, Grillman's Garage. We're outside today. We're going to talk today about, does size matter? You want to go buy a drone, you've got a drone, there's all kinds of different drones out there, video drones. Why do you want to buy a drone? Do you need more drones? How many do you need? What's enough? Etc, etc, etc. But the important thing is, the main reason people would buy a video drone is to take video imagery, right? Videos, photos, imagery, whatever, right? Okay. So the camera is the most important thing. And in Canada, a sub 250 drone is the most practical way to go. There are instances where you may want to try the above 250 gram, or if you don't really care and you just want to fly anyway and take your chances, go right ahead. Okay, but size does matter, or does it? Okay, Fimi and now DJI have now just come out with what they call a stacked sensor. Not just a regular sensor, but a stacked sensor. And they seem to be performing fairly well. So I've got a range of sensors here on a range of drones. Some of them are over 250 grams, some are less than 250 grams. And I did them on the exact same flight path, same height, pretty well the same speed, within 5 minutes of each other. Okay, so I've got 7 of them. Okay, and we go from the smallest sensor to the biggest sensor. Okay, so we've got a 1/2.6 sensor on the Hubsan Zino Mini SE, the 1/2.3 sensor on the Mavic Mini, but in between that is a 1/2.5 sensor from Fimi in the X8 Mini version 2. That's basically, it's stacked, which puts it really higher than it really is because it's better. But hey, and then what do you have after that? So we've got the 2.6, the 2.5, 2.3. Then we have the 1/2 inch. We have two 1/2 inches. We have the 1/2 inch sensor from Fimi in the X8 SE 2022, which is pretty good. Then we have the 1/2 inch sensor that is now stacked from the Fimi Mini 3, which is really good as well. And where do you go from there? You go to the DJI Mini 3, which is a 1/1.3 camera. Now, Hubsan did come out with a 1/1.3 camera first with their Hubsan Zino Mini Pro. I didn't really like it that much. Too much of a hassle, too much old tech trying to be new, blah, 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 blah. I thought it was kind of a prototype what they're trying to do, and then all of a sudden they came up with 15 different new ones. But anyway, let's get back on topic here. We're at 1/1.3, which is the DJI Mini 3. Next up from that, we have the Hubsan Ace 2, which is a full 1-inch sensor, not stacked. How does a full 1-inch sensor stack up to a 1/1.3 from DJI, or even a 1/2 inch stacked from Fimi? It's all going to be laid out here, and grab a coffee, sit down, relax. It could be a long one, but it's going to be worth it. If you don't want to sit around, go to the end. The chapters are at the bottom. Don't forget, read the description below. All kinds of stuff in there that may not be right here. But if you don't want to go through every single flight and see exactly what was done and the commentary and some of the insights and some of the hints and stuff that I did and tweaked and blah, blah. If you don't want to do that, you want to go right to the results, skip ahead to the end chapter and you'll come back and see me. Okay, right now we're going to get into these flights. There's 7 of them. They're about a minute a piece. Okay, a minute and a half a piece. And they're going to go through the takeoff, the flight, back and forth, the settings, how I set it up, etc. for each, and they're full frame, so you're going to see the full screen, okay, all 7 of them. Then at the end, we're going to come back and we're going to have a collage of all 7, so you can see them all together, and photographs as well from each one of these. So how do the photographs stack up? There's a surprise on one of them, but that could be just the unit that I've got, okay? So let's have a look. Are you ready? Let's get into it. Let's roll that first section here. Let's get into it. What's the first one up? It's the Hubsan Zino Mini SE. Let's go. Grillman's Garage here. We have the Hubsan Zino Mini SE. We have 13 satellites. We're good to go. We're just testing out lenses on all the mini drones, and this is the first one. And we've got the camera set at the camera is set at 2.7 at 30, and saturation is 135, and we are if we go into the photo, it only takes one photo, so no sizes there at all. Okay, so one size in the photo. There we go. So let's get this up in the air, and we're gonna go 45 meters up, and we're gonna try and do the exact same flight for each one. Okay, here we go. Let's get this up.
The home point has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return to home point.
It's very steady for what it is. It handles very well. I like it. Okay, so we're just going there. Okay, we're going to turn it around. And the actual screen looks really good too. Okay, so let's go forward and up. Okay, up. We are only, we gotta find some even numbers here. 13, 14 meters away from me, and we're up 35, 40 meters I want to be. $40 meters, there we go. And we're 14 meters out, so remember that, 40 and 14. Bring that camera down to the thirds. Okay, and that house, we are going to put the X. Okay, back up a bit. No. Let's go 14 meters out then. Where were we? Okay, we don't have any, because it looks awful dark. No, reset. Okay, that's the way it looks. Okay. If I come down, does it lighten up? A little bit. Okay. That's right at the 2/3 mark. And the X is, we're 19 meters. Almost too far. $14 meters. Okay, and the X is, well, the bottom line is, it's just about in the middle above it. Okay, so I don't know what I can say about that. Let's take a picture. Take a picture. Go back to this way. Okay, now we're going to start the video. We're going to face the lake. That horizon is dead straight. I'm going to face the lake I want to go to. We're still at thirds, right on the money. And the X is going to be in that water line there, I believe. Okay, start that video. I'm going to go out at 304 meters per second. There we go. 4.6 meters per second. 5 meters per second. Not quite 5 meters per second. And we're going to come back. We're going to come back at 4 or 5. There we go. And there we go. Here we go. Stop that video. Let's bring it down.
Landing.
Thank you. As an added note, that was the fastest I've ever seen the Hubsan Zino Mini SE acquire satellites.
USB disconnected.
We have the Fimi X8 Mini version 2, and it has the 1/2.5 camera, but it's stacked. So the Mavic Mini was 1/2.3. This is 1/2.5 stacked. Okay, so let's get this up in the air and see what happens. Goes up a little higher, 2 meters or so. Okay, so let's get it over. And it wants to come down and it wants to do stuff. It's not as solid as the other ones, but let's go up and out. There we go. Okay, no. Let me come back a bit. There we go. Okay. Up we go. We gotta go to 40, right? Two. It's just a much faster drone. Be careful. There we go, something like that. Okay, switch over to the photo. And we're bringing that, well, let's go back to video because I just want to get it in the same. Okay, there's about there. Okay, now go to photo. And it's in about the middle there. Now we can come down a bit because the photo kind of makes it, there we go, okay. And we're going to take a picture. Boom. Photo has been taken. Okay, let's go back to video. Everything is on 0. All the exposure values are on 0. I'm going to turn it. We're now at 40, 13.7. Okay. I'm going to turn. Right about there. Okay, start that video. Oh, sorry. Start that video. There we go. We're going to go out. And we're going to try and go about between 3 and 5. 4.1. Okay. I'm going to try and go just at 100 meters, whatever it says. 4.5. There we go. See, the greens don't look real. Looks good, but it doesn't look real. There we are. And we're going to come back. Let's come back. Sky looks good though. Okay, we can come up a little bit. There we go. That's about the third there. Let's come back again. Let's do this again then, okay? Let's come back. That's the third there. Horizon's a little bit off. Okay. So we're going to go Again, stop that video. Start that video again. Okay, we'll go out. Two 2.3, 3, 5, 3, 4. There we go. Don't forget to use the second video on this one as a comparison. There's the 100, just about. There we go. Then we can come back. Come back at between 3 and 5. So we get roughly the same time frame. We come back to that 14 meter mark, and then we can bring her down. There we go. And that horizon's straightened out a bit. Okay, there we go. Stop that video. And that sky looks really good. Now this is 1/2.5. Down she comes. There's version 2. Shut this down. This is the Mavic Mini, the original one, the original DJI Mini. The Minis that started it all. And we're checking lenses. So this is the 1/2.3 lens. The Hubsan Zino Mini SE was 1/2.6, which is the most common in the Mini line of budget drones, 1/2.6. And then you get even worse when you get 1/3. I think then it goes down from there, 1.33, 3.5. You don't even want to touch them because you'll end up with absolutely a white sky no matter where you fly. So let's get this up. This is the Mavic Mini with the 1/2.3.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
And it's rock solid. Go this way a bit. We're going to turn around just like we did on the other one. There we go. Up. "14 meters out, 40 meters up." Look at that blue sky. That's the difference just in that camera. A little bit more, 40. There we go. Bring that down to the thirds. That's where we're at right there. And yeah, bring that. Yeah, that's about it. So it's a little bit different because of the. Yeah, I have to come up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Notice it's not quite in the picture as it was before. So when we go over for a picture, but we're 40 meters and 40 meters out. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, let's take a picture. Took a picture. Let's go back to the video. And we're going to go, yeah, it looks beautiful on the screen. We're going to go this way. Now, where is that? I think it's right about there. Okay, take the video. We have to go out between 4 and 5. I hear it just a thundering. It's loud. There it goes. I forget how far I went out, but let's have a look at this and let's just go and say 100. Let's do 100. And then we'll come back. There's 100. And then we'll come back. 2, 3, 4, 4. It's easier with this to keep a constant speed as well. Don't quite want to be 5. There we go. Coming back. That horizon's dead solid. And we're back to about 14. There we go. Stop that video. Come on down. It's literally amazing. It's amazing. It really is. It's really good.
Landing.
So now we have the Fimi X8 SE 2022, the gray edition, and it has a 1/2 inch sensor, a regular 1/2 inch sensor, not like the Fimi Mini 3 that has a 1/2 inch stacked. This is just a regular 1/2 inch sensor. Okay, let's start this program. We're using the TX10 controller. Why? Because it's simpler and it's easier and it's more convenient and it's a nice screen. It's a great controller. Here we go. There we go. And we got for lightness there. We don't need it all the way up. And I find if you put it too bright, you get the wrong answers. So let's get that EV down to where it's supposed to be. Zero. Okay. So what do we got? Let's get into here and have a look. We've got 2.7 at 30. Put this up to high. This is good. Okie dokie. Okay, let's go over to this. We've got 8. We're going to go to 12. 4.3. Okay. We can go over here. Back there. And we can take it off. Here we go. This is the big bird. Boom. It takes off like a battleship. This thing is massive. It's absolutely massive compared to the other ones. I mean, and it is very nice to steer. Flight control is very nice. It's awesome. Let's head out that way and up. There we go. There we go. We're going up to 40. Pretty close. 40. Okay, back up a bit. There we go. Okay, let's bring that camera down slightly. There's there. Okay, we'll switch over to that. And we can bring that down a bit. And some of that. Okay, now this looks really bright. Okay, so let's just take a picture there. Okay, and just for the fun of it here, I'm going to well, I can do it by this. 3, 1. I can go down to 1. Okay, click that. Let's go back to 0. Back over to video. Okay, let's turn to the left. Notice the dynamic range is not there. Okay, so I'm gonna go 2 videos out and back. One like this, and one I'm gonna go down to that one point. Okay, well, what was I down at? Let's see. Oh, I went back up. Okay. Okay. Let's take the video. In the right spot, I think. Yeah. We're gonna go forward. We're gonna go at not too fast. There we go. I'm telling you, some nice colors in here. Some really nice colors. Oh, very nice. Looks like it's like more wide awake. How far are we? Oh, we're at 150. Okay, let's kind of bring it back. Hard to read that speed though. Okay, and we've got to go up a little higher when we do it again. Yeah. Okay, stop that video. And we're going to go down on the EV. Two. There we go. Start the video. Oh, and bring that up a little bit. There we go. Go. And go forward. See if I can maintain some kind of regular speed. There we go. There it goes 70, 80. I really like the screen. It looks really nice on the screen. It really does. There's 100. There we go. And we're going to come back. Have a bit of a hiccup on the screen there. Bring it back. 2.5, 3, something like that. It is a fast drone. Let's bring it back. About 60, 50. It's a big drone. I can hear it. No problem. 40. Somewhere around the 14 mark, I should be able to see it. There it is. There we go. Stop that video. Okay, where is it? There it is. There we go. There we go. Okay. You pull the stick down on that one, it just lands. Poof. Okay, now we have the Fimi Mini 3. It has a 1/2 inch sensor, but it's stacked. So the version 2 of the Mini, which is the X8 Mini version 2, had a 1/2.5 sensor, a little bit smaller. And this one is a 1/2 inch sensor that's stacked. Okay, let's get this one up. It doesn't quite go up as high as the version 2. We're going to get that So how, well, we're too far over that way. We're at 14. There we go. Up 40. Forty. Get up to 40. 40. There we go. Okay. Now then, bring that down a bit. Right there, and come this way. Here we go. Ooh, back up. Here we go. Okay, we're going to take a picture here. So let's bring that up. It's a little. There we go, right on the money. Ooh. So I must have a different field of view though. So let's come down just a little wee bit. Okay, we're going to go into here, switch it to the photograph. Then everything is at 0, 0, 0. EV is at 0. We're going to go 8. We want 12. Just want a 4x3. Okay, that's better. And we're going to take a picture. Took a picture. So let's go back to the 8 now. And go back to video. So we're not going to mess up any stuff here. And we're going to turn right. Okay, we can go. Where's that crosshair? Oh, very hard to. That's right on the money there. Okay, turn to the left. Sky looks beautiful. It really does. So we're going to go this way. Where is that? Right about there somewhere. Okay, let's start that video. Compass interference. Here we go. Okay, we're going to go out. We're going to go out about 4 or 5. No, I'm way off. I should be over here. So we're going to come back and do this again. It should be over here somewhere. Okay. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back. $14 should be about. Where am I going? The other way. Come on. Where am I? Okay, somewhere right there. Okay. Stop that video. Start that video. And we'll head out. 2.9, 4, 4.5. We went too fast. 4 is nice, yep. We're going to go to the 100-meter mark. We'll come back. The sky looks beautiful. The greens are a little better, but it's still oversaturated. But this is Fimi. That's what Fimi does. There we go. Fimis are oversaturated. Let's come back. Oh, don't want to go that fast. It's a very fast bird. Coming back, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Should be just about. We're getting there. There we go. Okay, let's stop that video and bring it down. we're starting the screen recording. Yeah, now we have the DJI Mini 3, the standard edition without obstacle avoidance. And I'm using the DJI RC version 1. It's so convenient. Initially I had my quims and qualms about it, but it's so convenient. It really is. And it's a nice screen. It's not that bright. It's half the weight of the TX10, so it's very nice. So this is the 1/1.3 sensor. So we've just had the 1/2 inch sensors from Fimi. The Fimi Mini 3 has a stacked 1/2 inch. The Fimi X8 SE 2022 has the regular 1/2 inch. This is the DJI Mini 3. It has a 1/1.3 regular, not like the Air 3 or the 4, I believe, which is a 1/1.3 stacked. So there we go. It looks brilliantly crystal clear on the screen, and as somebody said in one of my comments, I was asking in a photography column somewhere, not all pixels are created the same. So you can have a 1/3 sensor or even a 1/2.3 sensor like the Mavic Mini, and it may be capable of taking better imagery than a 1/2 inch sensor. It all depends. It all depends. So this is the 1/1.3. Let's get it up. Let's do the same things we've done before, and we'll see what happens after that. There we go. One, push the button. Up it goes.
Take off.
And remember,
Updated.
turn Bluetooth off, blah, 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 whatever. Remember, on this one, on all the Pro models, since the Mini 3, the Mini 3 Pro, the Mini 4 Pro, okay, the ones that look like a bullfrog, okay, don't put any landing gear on because you're going to alter the takeoff status. And if there's any wind, there's a chance it could flip over. And I have a video on that showing you the angle of difference between the different landing gear when it takes off. Some of it as much as 11 or 12% of an angle, degrees, okay? Anyway, let's get this up. We're moving over this way. Turn around. And again, it's a pleasure to up. There it is. I'm just going to go up now. I love the big letters in the bottom. Absolutely phenomenal. 40, there we go. And we're going to come back because we've got to go to 14. There we go. 14. 14, come on. Get 4, there we go. Okay, look at that. It's just unbelievable. Okay, let's get over here a little bit. I'm going to switch over to get the house in the middle somewhere. There we go. Switch over to photo. So this is, I guess it's 12 megapixel. That's, oh, let's get the third right on the money. That's the third right on the money. Are you ready? Here we go. Take a picture. Take a picture. Click. That's everything at 0. Okay, let's go back over to video, and we're at 2.7 at 30. Let's go over this way. It's amazing, amazing. Let's see if we can find the right spot here. I think it's there. Maybe there. Okay, here we go. Bring that camera up, just right in the thirds. There we go. You ready? Here we go. Boom. And we're going to go forward at 3 or 4, something like that. And we're out at 60. Things look a little darker, don't they? But it's beautiful. There's the 100 mark. Okay. And the blue sky is gorgeous. Let me come back. Don't have to go too fast. And it's just a sheer pleasure to fly this. It really is. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to do anything. The transmission is spotless. It's gorgeous. 55, 40, 30. Here we go. And we're back home again. There it is. Okay, stop that video. And down it comes. There we go. Down. Landing. Gotta wait till she says landing. It'll go back up again. Okay, now we have the Hubsan Ace 2. The one with the 1-inch sensor. Not stacked, just a regular 1-inch sensor. We've seen the 1/1.3 from DJI. We've seen the 1/2 inch stacked from the Fimi Mini 3 and the 1/2 inch from Fimi X8 2022, X8 SE, and the 1/2.5 stacked as well. How do they all rack up together? Let's get in here and have a look at this. Let's get this one up doing the same thing. Well, there you go. Okay, leave it to Hubsan to figure that out. They don't have a auto rotate on their app. Wow. Doesn't auto rotate. Well, isn't that just peachy? Let's unplug that. Let's rotate.
USB disconnected.
I know. There we go. Let's plug it in here. Let's go this way. Let's just plug this in and see what happens. Just turn the phone around. It says 16 satellites. I know. Okay, fine. There we go. Okay, back to you guy. Boom, boom. Okay, so there we're at. Now then, let's get into this and have a look here. Okay, here we've got 60 and 30, because I did a whole bunch of tests trying to get the right thing. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and take them like this, then I'm going to take it back to 0. Okay, and we're going to go here 50 for the bit rate. Yep. Okay, and we're there, and we're at 2 point. No, I don't want 4K. I don't want 4K. I want 2.7K. There we go. Great. Okay, let's get it up. This is the Hubsan Ace 2. Okay.
No obstacle avoidance mode. Please fly with caution.
Must be back and
The home point has been updated. Please be mindful of the new return to home point.
Okay, turn it around. It handles pretty good. It's a heavy drone though. It's back end heavy, so it's the last thing to come off the landing pad. Or the first one of them anyway. Okay, let's get this up and here where we're at now. We're out at 27. I don't want to be out at 27. I want 14. Where are we? 21. Oh goodness, it's all over the place. Come on. So we've got lag. We have lag in the controls. There we go. We'll do that one. Okay. I'm going to come down on that. See if I come all the way down. It really brightens up, eh? if I'm there, it doesn't. So let's go and have a look. Oh, we gotta go up to 40. That's probably why. There we go. Go over this way a bit. There we go. Now, let's look at the photograph. Okay, and we're gonna go photos. 20 megapixel? No, I'm just gonna go the regular. Well, okay, yeah, okay. Let's do the 20, just to be sure. Yep, see what happens there. That's a big one. Wow, took a long time to do that. Okay, so let's bump this EV value up. One. And take another one. Okie dokie. And we're going to go back to 0. Reset. Okay. Let's get out of that so that it doesn't do what I think it's going to do. There we go. No, get out. Get out. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go reset and reset on these two. Okay. Reset. That doesn't work either, so here we go. Back to 20. Reset. And reset. Okay. And we're going to take a photo. Okay, there we go. So let's go back into this and get rid of that guy. Okay, and we're going to go to these guys and go back up to 30, 60. And 30. Okay. And we're going to go to video. Okay. And we're going to come around. And take a video. Video is going. And we're going at 2, 3, 4. That's good. We're up 40 meters. That's good. I want to come back and put it at the reset and see what happens, because it's a nice crystal blue sky, but you know, it seems like it needs more light. We shall see. There's 102, and come back. Come back at 4. That's good. Good speed. Okay. 60 meters. 37. There we go. Now then, let's stop that video. Go into here, and we're going to reset. There we go, and we're going to start that video. Out. 3. 4 meters per second. There we go. Does look nice. Maybe the cloudiness does it all. I don't know. There we go. And come back. Sky looks beautifully blue. Yeah. And we'll come back. And maybe we'll try one in the middle there. No, too fast, too fast. Slow down. There we go. We're at 25. Oops, stop that video. Go into here. I'm going to go 3, 4, 3. And I'm going to try that. Boink. Here we go. Too fast. This is the Hubsan Ace 2. To remember what I'm setting these things at. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more exposure value, maybe. There's 115, and come back. 4.5. Let's go up one more time. We'll just up that exposure a little bit. This is the last one of the 7 drones that we've had, so there we go. We're at 20. There we go. Stop that. Get into here. Nope, not into there. Get into this. Come on. Exposure value. Here we go. 6. See what happens there. That's at 1. Boom. Which I shouldn't have to do that because it's a bright, super sunny day. Should not be overexposed at all. I don't know. Hard to say with this thing. Okay, back up. And that'll be it. And we're back at 50, 40, 30, and we're back here somewhere. Stop that video. And bring it down.
Landing.
It's heavy. It's heavy. Well, you're still here. You stuck around to the end. That was kind of exciting. Not really, but okay. You saw them all there. Okay, now we're going to put them all together, 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and they're all laid out here. That little takeoff over to the lake and back. Okay, and just watch it. It's about maybe a 30-second clip or so, maybe 45 seconds. But you'll see each one. Which one did you like? Or which one's better for you? It's what they call subjective. Okay, yes, imagery is subjective. Okay, so let's look at this right now. There we go. There you have it, all 7 in a row. You can go back and forth and pause and go back and forth and have a look at it again and again and again and pick out what you like. Look at it on the big screen, or you can go back to the originals and see it on a full screen. Okay, next we're going to look at the photographs that I took. Okay, you saw them. If you went through all those 7 individual ones, you saw them, but if you didn't, here's just the 7 images that I took from each individual craft and how they stack up, because imagery, when you take a photograph, is a little bit different than if you took it from a video. Okay, so here's that, and I'll let that run for about 30 seconds. Okay. And there you have it. You've seen all the pictures, you've seen the videos. Go back and look at them again and again and again. I'm going to put a shot up here, what you saw in the very beginning. It's a list of all the sizes of the sensors to the craft with the field of view and the f-stop, etc., etc. Remember, f-stop, the smaller the number, the bigger the opening, the more light comes in. Sensor size, the bigger the sensor, presumably the better the product, or the more information can be drawn in. And it's how the algorithms interpret that information that's coming in, not all pixels are created equal, that determines the quality of your video. Okay, so they all play this balancing act between what's the right sensor, what's the right f-stop, because you've got that infinite field of view type thing. It's a very difficult algorithm to get right. DJI does a really good job of getting it right most of the time. Okay, so is there any craft in this list of 7 that you're very surprised with, either positive or negative? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, a conclusion, a wrap-up. What do we think? Okay, overall, when I was flying all these drones, and you really get a sense for the manufacturer when you fly them back to back to back to back to back. Okay, so I'm flying a Hubsan, then I jump in a DJI, then I go back to a Fimi, then I go back to a DJI, then I go back to a Hubsan, and it's like there's a massive difference. And I even noticed a difference between the 2 Fimi Minis, the Mini 3 versus the X8 Mini version 2. I thought that the actual flight control of the version 2 was better than the Mini 3. Okay, now the setup, they've got the default setting for the color profile on the version 2 in some ways is a little bit better out of the box than the version 3, but depending on the light and depending where you are and what you like and what you don't like, and it's all subjective. What do you think? Okay, what do you think? We have an array. We have large sensors, we have small sensors. Does it make a difference? Are you happy with what you purchased? If you're going to purchase one of these, would you be happy with the results, okay? Remember, usually the bigger the sensor, the more money you're going to pay. And right now, the Hubsan products, the Ace 2, is a massively expensive drone. It's up there more expensive than the Air 3. Okay, so the odds are you're not going to buy that. Okay, but as far as the sub 250 group goes, all the DJI products, the Fimis, there are some Hubsans out there, etc., etc. But look at the size of the sensor. So when you're looking for a drone, be cautious of the camera. It's a Sony sensor? What size is it? What's the f-stop? What's the field of view? This is what you can compare it with to say, okay, yeah, well, I should get a pretty good result from that if I buy that drone, okay? If you're looking for a budget drone, look for the camera. Look for the sensor size on the camera. If you're getting a 1/3 camera, you're not going to get a good image. You're going to get blotchy blue skies. You're not going to get clouds. You're not going to get definition. You're not going to get any dynamic range. You might get a decent looking photograph, but it's not going to be, there's not going to be any range in there whatsoever. A lot of the budget drones are 1/3s, okay? So that means they're even smaller than the Hubsan Zino Mini SE, which is 1/2.6, which used to be standard for most of the mini drones, okay? Then they went to the, what was it, 1/2.3, then they went to the 1/2 inch, and now they're 1/2 inch stacked, or they're 1/1.3, etc., etc. Okay, there we go. Hope you enjoyed it. Go back and forth, leave some comments. Let me know what you think. I've got a few new things coming this week and next week, so we're going to get into that. But I just thought I'd throw all this out there. If you're interested in what each one compared to what does and what it looks like, there's so many out there. Fimi's got a couple here, Hubsan's got a bunch, DJI's got a bunch. Where's Autel? Are they out of the system altogether now? Are they like Parrot? They're just going to be commercial? Who knows, okay? What else is coming? We know that Fimi is coming with a few new ones. They've got the X8T, they got the X6, and they have the X8 Mini version 3 SE, whatever they are, presumably. Who knows what's going to come, but anyway, we're going to have fun either way, okay? So stay tuned for more coming up sooner than later, hopefully. Remember, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the bell, and have a great day, okay? See you later. Bye now.